Anybody that's like me and that's cuffless and you're a flight attendant, this has to be the most depressing time because all I want to do is be cuffed.
For lover girls, I want you to get your roster down to about 2 to 3.
Period. Which one of you wants to be in a serious relationship with me before December?
And motivation of cuffing season is one of the reasons that got me started to just try and do something different.
See, the reason why you can't save her is because she's not ready to appreciate a man like you.
Cuffing season isn't your cue to lower your standards. This is the unofficial cuffing season survival guide.
Welcome to cuffing season. I'm glad that you made it out of summer alive, but this is where the big dogs play. I've made a step-by-step guide for you to get everything that you want. We're going to start off with strategy because this is the foundation of everything that'll happen. You need to figure out what it is that you want. Affection, time, money, imagine it, envision it. Also, what I like to think about is what am I open to? Personally, artists, actors, comedians, I can't do it. But maybe in cuffing season, maybe I would reconsider. Hey, in September, this is where the fun begins because we are in draft mode. Congrats, you made it, girl. Every day for the month of September, you need to look good. I don't care what you're doing because this is where you're gonna get your draft picks from. Now, if you're a lover girl, you're easily attached 3 to 5. Everybody else, congrats on the detachment style that you're at right now, 7 to 10. And don't worry, many won't make the first round, as we know. Once we're in October, this is where you're gonna have your tryouts and your first round cuts. For lover girls, I want you to get your roster down to about 2 to 3. For everybody else, you are allowed to have 3 to 5.
You can't make this
And the boys that ain't cutting it, or the girls, or the he, she, they, thems, they gotta go. Sorry. Second half of October, lucky you, you get to relax and have fun. And you get to enjoy your roster because it is going to be a social month. It's October, it's Halloween, like, oh, woo, it's a fun time. In November, you want to reassess your strategy. Do you still want what you wanted in August? If not, girl, that's okay. Switch it up. If you decide you want a relationship with these people, I'm so sorry, but you got to cut the rest of them off. We do not want to go into the new year with bad energy and bad karma. So they got to.
I'm here to tell you right now. We don't care.
Let me tell you.
We don't care.
Go. But if not, you can narrow it down to 2 or 3 and have a little bit more fun. But I wouldn't try to juggle too much, you know? The last couple months are so easy. December, you're going to just collect your gifts. Definitely collect something. And then in January, it's a new year. So we got to go in with good new energy. And you just want to be with whoever matches that vibe. Whether that's 1 person or 2 people or 17 people and you didn't listen to anything that I just said. Just enjoy it into February. I hope this plan helps you get your man or get whatever you want.
Desperate.
In my favorite season of the year, cuffing season.
I think it's very appropriate and necessary for women to have a roster. It's important for women to rotationally date, meaning they're going on dates with several men at a time. Whereas for men, I believe it's really important to focus on 1 girl at a time.
I wonder why they left.
Men are hunters. They're the ones that are going to see what they want and go and get it. If they're doing that with multiple women, they are spreading themselves out too thin, and they're gonna give each woman like 50% of the pursuing effort. So if you're spreading your time out with multiple people, how can you prove yourself to that woman that you're willing to invest in her and invest in a relationship with her?
Some are gonna hate me for this, but I unfortunately think it's true. In dating, I think it's very appropriate and necessary for women to have a roster. More accurately, I think it's important for women to rotationally date, meaning they're going on dates with several men at a time. Whereas for men, I believe it's really important to focus on 1 girl at a time. You guys are gonna go into cardiac arrest, so let me explain myself.
All right, I'm one of the guys who are going to go into cardiac arrest, and before one of you guys comment, one of my eyes are infected, that's why they're different colors. But anyways, first things first, I hate when people make videos and they're like, you guys are going to hate me when I say this, but these 2 people who are equal should have completely different sets of rules. Like, imagine I made a video, but instead of using gender, I used race, and I was like, listen, I think white people should be going around, they shouldn't even have to work, but, you know, any other minority, they should have to work 8 jobs, because, listen, I'll give you my reason. He goes on to name like the most trad wife explanation, being like, listen, men are hunters. They want to conquer one thing. So, you know, they're not going to be able to spend their energy if they're dating like 18 different girls. But women, you know, we attach quicker, you know, and listen. So due to women becoming more emotionally attached, it's actually smarter if you just date 100 guys at once so you don't get too attached to any individual guy. It is dating advice like this, which is why the dating market is so bad. Number one, whether you're male or female, if you're actually trying to get to know somebody, my recommendation is focus on the person that you like. If you need 12 different people to date, you probably don't like individually one person that much. I completely disagree with the point of her saying, well, women get attached way quicker. You know who gets attached way quicker? The people who are single at a higher rate and probably lonelier. So most likely it's going to be men. I think what she's referring to are men who, have the ability to date like 15 people at once. They're not going to be getting attached that quick. It's more than likely the demographic of people who are going to be more lonely are the ones that are chronically more single. That is why it is more common that men are single at a higher rate than women. They are checking out of dating. So it's more than likely that if a guy goes on a date with a girl, he's probably going to get attached to her a lot quicker than a girl going on a date with 15 different dudes. And this girl saying like, listen, women get attached at a way quicker rate. You can't be getting that attached if you're sitting there able to go on dates with several different men. And this is like a normal occurrence for you. You can't like the guy that much. Me personally, I couldn't even fathom going on a date with somebody I wasn't remotely interested in, especially 8 different people. And girls do this, and they're advising people to do this because of our stupid definition that men are hunters and women, they get attached quicker. Like, no, nobody's angry, nobody's having a heart attack. Your point is stupid. And as usual, as I see in a lot of these trad wife explanation videos, that women are allowed to do this and men can't do this. You're separating the equality of men and women. I understand biologically men and women are different, like men are stronger, women are this. I get that. But you can't have one set of rules. You're like, women are allowed to go and date 15 people, but when men do it, they're not supposed to be doing that because they're hunters. No, we're not. We're not anymore.
Those days are over.
When was the last time we had to go hunting? Oh, but biologically back in like 800 BC, like, what are you saying? We're hunters, so I can't have a roster? Like, oh my God, like nobody's having a heart attack, but it never ceases to amaze me, the dumb advice that I see on TikTok, but that's just my opinion. But hey, what do you think?
How old are you?
21.
Are you single?
Yes.
How many guys do you have on your roster?
Too many?
Too many?
Maybe like 12.
12?
12.
So wait, out of the 12 of them, how many are you having fun time with?
Maybe like 5.
5 of them? Okay.
Yeah.
How do you balance that amount of people though?
You just gotta have good communication with them.
No, well, you're being real. I'm glad you're keeping it real.
I'm keeping it real because Mama told me never to lie.
Stone cold pack of weirdos, and I'm so proud.
So you think they know about each other?
Yeah, some of them are in the same friend group.
This is the problem.
That's crazy.
No, it's not crazy. It's life.
It's an evil world we live in.
So
life.
That's just how it is.
It's just how it is.
Could you ever see yourself taking any of them seriously?
Yes.
Okay, how many?
Just one.
I said, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
So why aren't y'all together?
Him and I have been seeing each other since freshman year. He's an awfully good guy. He plays a little bit, but I'm toxic. He's toxic too, so.
100%. I didn't start dating until my 30s, and I talked about the fact that the lure and motivation of cuffing season is one of the reasons that got me started to just try and do something different. You found someone and it was emotional damage. I get that.
You see what she's going through? Now, the other girl, she was a lot younger than her. She didn't start till her 30s. That girl is in her 20s doing what? Ruining how men feel. So how are you going to feel when you're looking for a serious relationship? You're going to have your guards up. It took me a while. I'll be honest with you. I was scarred. A lot of men are scarred. Now you have ladies out there saying, oh, well, you shouldn't be scarred. Therapy is not going to fix what modern women are doing. You can't trust it. That's not therapy. If somebody's going to have 12 guys and then be sleeping with 5, how's therapy going to fix that?
My first ever relationship, although neither one of us were bad people, we were bad for each other. And it absolutely leveled me in every way possible. The depths of despair I went through trying to make myself fit into a space that wasn't meant for me. Coming to the decision that the first person I ever loved wasn't right for me. Breaking up and then dealing with the emotional fallout of that breakup Honestly, it was one of the darkest periods of my life. With that said, I love a good platitude, and the one that says we grow through what we go through really stuck out to me. So, babe, for the character development, this is a win if we want to look at it that way. But also for the pain and suffering you had to go through, I get this. And I'm so with you. And I'm rooting for you.
Every time I come on this app, I see like 5-6 men that I would like to spend the rest of my life with. Anyway, it's almost winter period. Which one of you wants to be in a serious relationship with me before December?
Why am I not cuffed? I literally meet all the requirements. Why is there no men at my doorstep?
That's not my problem.
The list goes on. The requirements and more. Plus and etc. Dot. Why am I not cuffed? It's literally cuffing season.
As a flight attendant during cuffing season, it has to be one of the most depressing things ever for anybody that doesn't have a cuff. Anybody that's like me and that's cuffless and you're a flight attendant, this has to be the most depressing time because we're just flying from city to city, staying in hotel room to hotel room, and all I want to do is be cuffed.
Saved, bro. Hear me out. I've been 18, 25, 30. You meet a woman, she's down on her luck, and you like her, right? Like, you see things in her that she don't even see in herself, and you see potential, and you're like, you know what? I'm going to save her, and I'm going to be different from every other man that used and abused her. I'm going to be different from every other man that caused her trauma and caused her pain, and I'm going to love her, and I'm going to give her my all. And what you have to understand, bro, is she's a dream girl. And I know what you're thinking. What do you mean she's a dream girl, Truth? She's only good for one night only, bro. She's not meant to be saved. She don't want to be saved. The predicament and the circumstances that she's in right now, bro. She wants to be there. See, the reason why you can't save her is because she's not ready to appreciate a man like you. She wouldn't even understand how to appreciate a good guy. Do you know that when you try to save these women who don't want to be saved, they're going to always revert back to the men who treat them how they actually view themselves?
Season alive, then I suggest you sit your ass down and listen because this is the unofficial cuffing season survival guide.
We do not care.
As we're already in October, you should have spent the end of September very wisely. Partner consideration and late nights listening to Drake in preparation for the season start. By now, you should already have a cuffing partner in mind, but if not, one extremely important rule is to make sure that they want to spend more time indoors than outdoors. Unfortunately, a party girl increases your chances of being cheated on by approximately 80%. Now that you've successfully drafted your cuffee, the tryouts begin. This consists of many first dates to see who could be wifey material. Before you know it, we'll be approaching November, which is, as you can see, where the preseason begins. Here, protection is crucial, so make sure you keep her away from other teams, aka other guys. But do not make the mistake of being insecure and clingy.
What nonsense? I know that.
You need to come through with your A+ defense game, so show her why she wants.
She's giving advice to men. How is he gonna make sure she's not around other guys? How? You just saw a girl say, I got 12. I got 5 I'm smashing. How is he gonna make sure of that? Keep a camera on her all hours of the day? Stop giving men advice. A lot of you ladies need to stop. Seriously.
It's you and not them. As previously stated, other guys will try to sign her, and if she wants to be traded, let her go. Although the temperature's dropping, that doesn't mean your standards have to. Now, December to January is arguably the hardest to endure. You've just reached the playoffs. Here you can expect her to receive a lonely drunk text from her ex, so you, sir, need to pull out the big guns. This means taking her on exquisite dates or learning a few new skills in the bedroom department. Select your top match and be exclusive.
You see what she's saying? She's telling you to compete with other men. I gotta be real. A lot of guys are not thinking of blowing the bag to compete. That's why guys would rather find that girl, but it's hard to trust. That's not into experimenting, right? They want to find something not experimenting. And she's telling you to compete when she's smashing Chad and thinks that's going to be her shot. It happened. It's a vicious cycle. She's telling you to stay in that cycle.
For the holidays. Now you have the hard part of surviving the holidays, meeting the in-laws, and considering whether this actually has long-term potential. If you've made it this far, congratulations. But in the words of KSI, it's not over yet. You're just yet to put her on the subs bench. If you make it till February, you've reached the championships, and we all know what that means, V-Day. If she's still yet to show you red flags and you can genuinely see a future with this woman, I think it's about time you offer her the official title. And that's where you thought it was all over. Computer says no, because the transfer window's just opened. Because what happens in March to April? Spring break. That's right, this is the beginning of the end, which is where the planning of the girls' trip commences. Now in this period, her true colours will really show, and you'll be the first to see where her intentions truly lie. Now if the girls' trip escapes the group chat and is planned between the months of May to August, this is in the peak of hot girl summer. And this is where you harness the power and put in your resignation notice. The cuffs are officially off. Now is the time to get in the gym and work on that revenge body. Because the transition is fast approaching, and soon we'll be back in September, scouting for girls. And with that, may the odds be ever in your favour. Good luck, and let the games begin.
Stop it. Get some help.
Even gonna lie, cuffing season's done. If you're not cuffed by the end of October, bro, you might as well extend your contract at Single FC. You've been consistently playing for that team for more than 4 years. And I sure as hell know that you're not gonna leave just because we're in 2025. If you're not cuffed by the end of this month, you might as well forget it, bro. 2026, we're there. 2026, we're live. 2025 is not the right year for you.
The cuffing season pool to get back out there to date and to find someone, anyone. At this time of year, a lot of women and men feel the desire to get paired up and be in a couple. The nights get darker, it gets colder, you need someone warm to cuddle up to. Everyone around you seems to be getting in couples. They're in their matching PJs. They're doing the, the pumpkin patches together. You're feeling a bit left out. Here's the thing. Craving connection is human, but settling for any old person just because you don't want to be alone is a self-esteem issue. Don't confuse loneliness with readiness. Cuffing season isn't your cue to lower your standards. It's your reminder to remember your self-worth.
And who is she giving this advice to? It's not you, brother. She's giving this advice to ladies. She's trying to be an OG. Do you think these ladies are listening? I think not. They're not, because they're juggling random men. This is what feminism taught them, to juggle. And it's not sustainable for a man. Actually, you should be giving this advice to men. Seriously. You'll find it to be more fruitful, actually. And you'll find it heard by the masses. Going, wow, guys are listening to me. Because if you're telling this to ladies, you're going to fall, like the fruit is going to fall very far from the tree. You know how they say that? The fruit don't fall far from the tree? Oh, yeah. Telling this advice, oh yeah, the fruit is going to end up way across the street, actually 2 miles away. But that's the date market we're in right now, right? Guess we can't do nothing about it. I gotta say this, there are still a few good ones there. Good luck on finding them if you want to go that route.
For the soul, y'all, it's nothing like it when you just feel all warm and safe in a man's arms. Oh my goodness, you feel so safe and warm and happy and cozy. It's cuffing season. We gotta we gotta lock in with those warm, safe cuddlers now.
Man that has a job, works out, is a foodie, but also likes to have fun, lives a balanced lifestyle. So he works out and he does his job and he grinds, but he also likes to go on the weekends. He likes to party, he likes to travel. He would on a Thursday, stay in and we could order food or make food together and just relax, watch Netflix, do absolutely nothing but hang out with each other.
The thing with her, I like what she said. I'm looking for a man this summer. When you see a girl talking like that, I'm not saying to jump all over this girl's timeline, but seriously, she's not looking to have a hot girl summer. That was the key word. I'm looking for a guy this summer. It's like, oh, that's how you got to find. I'm like, oh, what'd you say? Look for a guy when? This summer you're not trying to have a girl trip? Looking for a guy to travel with? Okay. But are you understanding? Right? Gotta fill her out. She is trying to qualify you, but all of her requirements makes her unqualified. Man, these ladies don't understand. This is the trap. You're pitting yourself in a trap. I'm looking for a man that wants to travel. That's watch 5'11" to 6 feet. She'll go for maybe a 5. I don't know. She didn't say that. But still, looking kind of suspect, but still looking bright, but gotta fill her out. And that's the thing I want to tell guys. You have to do the work and figure out how they really are. It's hard. And the West is like arithmetic, but it can be done.
But then the following weekend, we go out, we party, we have fun. He randomly texts me on a Tuesday and he says, get changed, be ready by 8 because I have a date planned for us. I made the reservation and everything and I'll be picking you up right at 8, so be ready outside your apartment. Where is that man? Because I've been looking for a man for that for this summer and I can't find them. And there's a lot of men in New York, okay, and I can't find him. But I also want him to look at me every single day and think that he won the lottery with me. So let's add that in there.
Ladies, you have to stop it. You want to be worshipped. You ladies want to be worshipped. Why? Why do you all want to be worshipped? Do you know who else wanted to be worshipped? I'm not going to go deep on you, but the reason why we're in this mess right now, the reason why you ladies think the way you do right now, worship me. That's what you just said. And guys are leaving because they're leaving to find a woman that will feel like that about you. I'm going to treat you like the prize. And they get so upset, but they don't understand why the tables have turned. I saw it. I saw the way. Because before I left the States, I gave my life to God. And, before I left the States, I started with staining. I don't know if I used that word right, but with staining, I stopped. I'll make it easy for myself. I stopped having relations. And so I said, okay, the next thing I have relations with, I needed to be right? So I started searching. And what did I get lucky and stumble upon? Something outside the West. I didn't choose the life. The life chose me.
Right? I'm about to get cuffed in this season. I'm about to commit. I'm about to get cuffed. I'm locking it down. Handcuffs are only powerful to people with no keys. What good is me cuffing and committing to my wife if I hand a key to my ex? If I hand a key to my mother-in-law, my father-in-law, that person I always thought if we turned 40 and none of us were married, we'd give it whatever happened. I hand them a key. The best friend that got away, I hand them a key. But I'm cuffed and I'm committed. They're only powerful until someone has a key. And the word says, what God puts together, let no man don't give us to the enemy. Listen, because I like somebody, I'll give them a key to something that I love. No way. I am tied down. I'm locked in and I've thrown away the key.
What I want ladies to understand is we're on two different playing fields. Yeah, I know there's guys that want to travel and have fun, but they'll still go off of their original plan if a lady is going to treat them right. Now, at the end of the day, You know, men are going to be men. It's naturally in men to be voyeurists, right? So you can't fault the man. So I see you ladies all the time. Oh, you guys are leaving and you're doing this and you're doing that. You have to understand it's a man being a man. At the end of the day, that's why I don't shun guys. Oh, you're out there in Colombia and you're doing this and you're doing that. Like, so what? And the fact that you ladies are doing it because you want to control everything. You want to be able to get random bodies, get with 12 guys, but banging 5 of them, right? And then after, be able to depict what men are doing. Ain't that crazy? That's what's happening in the West. Because think about it. You ladies, oh, you out there, you just want to take advantage of girls. But what's happening back home? You're taking advantage of guys. And then you keep going to cuffing season. And then before that, you're banging. Even before you go into cuffing season, you suggest having a bunch of guys, 10 guys. You see the girls. 2 girls suggested it. Have 3 guys, have 4 guys. Maybe you have 12. Like, huh? Men want no parts of that. So now men are saying, keep your cuffing season. I'm good.
Away from now on, all right? We are not being with someone that we feel like we have to control and we have to correct. Our girl should not be going to the clubby. She's not going to the clubby. I just want to go out for the weekends. I just want to get a little tipsy, get a little bit of junkie. We're not doing none of that, man. We are looking for women that we don't have to correct and tell her not to do certain things or wear certain things that she should already know. This kind of follows up for what I just said, but we're not dealing with women that are master manipulators. We're not dealing with women that's gonna gaslight us every time we got something to say. Women are good master manipulators, bro. They will make you feel some type of way, even though they ain't wrong. When they ain't wrong, they make you feel like you in the wrong. We're not dealing with no women like that. Another thing, we are not dealing with no girl that is mad disrespectful. Girls gotta stop doing this. Stop yelling at your man like they a little boy. Stop doing that. If you a man that knows how to communicate, you shouldn't really be dealing with someone that doesn't know how to communicate and that's just okay with just flat out disrespecting you. Honestly, I do feel like men and women need to work on this, like not disrespecting your significant other out in public. Always make sure you have a conversation in the house when it's just y'all two. We're not dealing with women that want to have a public argument in front of friends, family, in front of the whole entire world and embarrass you. We're not dealing with women like that. We want to deal with mature women. You know what I'm saying? We want to deal with women that be like, look, you irritated me today. I'm going to tell you what it is. I'm going to give you the business, but I'm going to give you the business behind closed doors. Moving forward, the more you work on yourself as a man, the higher your standards should start to get. You know what I'm saying? If you working on yourself and you changing certain behaviors about yourself as a man, you should start expecting that out of your girlfriend or people that you just trying to get to know. The last thing we're not dealing with. We are not dealing with women, right? We are not dealing with the girls that just texting you and texting somebody else. All right, we're not doing that. Also, she got just mixed emotions. 1 minute she want to be your friend, 1 minute she want to cuff you up. We are only going to be focused on women that know what they want. We don't need women that has a whole bunch of guy friends. We're not doing that. No, sir. No, sir. You start to see that you hanging out with her, but you like her, but she not really communicating that she like you back, and she just twiddling on her phone. She texting somebody else. Cut her off, bro. Stop wasting your time. She probably not taking you serious. Honestly, she probably putting you in the friend zone and just leading you on because you just continually to take her out to lunch and Chick-fil-A. When you start to like a girl as a man, you just want to treat her out and you want to really get to know her and cuff her up. Take your time. You know what I'm saying? Don't rush into it because some women would take advantage of that, knowing they don't see you as a boyfriend, but they do see your money and they do see you as free food. You can start diving a little bit deeper when you start to see her, you know what I'm saying, liking you back a little bit. Maybe telling you, let's hang out, or, hey, you want to grab some machi? Like, you know what I'm saying? She would actually start saying, let's do this. Let's do actually start planning the dates more than you just planning the dates.
Answer's coming.